Alright, we're once again a little late, but we're doing a video on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't think it's going to be quite as detailed as the WandaVision one, because at least I don't have nearly as much to say. But I think Kernan has some things to say, right?
Yeah, I have some things.
So, what's your overall impression?
I thought it was pretty good overall, like WandaVision, but I don't think it was like incredible or great. It definitely had nice moments, but also it seemed kind of what I can best describe as like it wasn't fully being told. That is because there was like a cut storyline of like there being like a virus.
Yeah, I heard about that too. I think you can tell that there's some level of like tension and stakes that's kind of been taken out of it. And now it seems kind of clear that's what it was, which makes sense. Like, obviously, totally understand why that would have taken that out. So the like essence of the show is the dynamic between Sam and Bucky. And I think that was really good. I think that was one of the biggest things the show had going for it. Another big thing was the action. You cannot tell a difference between this and the movies that they make. It's just as good.
What's kind of always been a thing with Sam is how they use like his wings and in the final episode his other stuff, like his shields, Red Wing, to like make that action very interesting. When he uses his wings and the shield to like make a dome, and like when he like used Red Wing to push this van up, it's that really cool like use of technology. Steve never really liked technology. When Sam becomes Captain America, he uses technology, so it's his version of Captain America, which is nice.
Okay, let's talk about the Flag Smashers. Their message was very intriguing. They had some really interesting ideas. I don't feel like they fully capitalized on them. I think kind of my problem with them goes back to them having to take out that other plot line. And I think they didn't feel like maybe they had as big of an impact as they would have if they left that other part in.
Yeah, I see what you mean. They felt kind of empty to me. I didn't feel like the Flag Smashers really like had like a set plan until like the second to last episode. Like they were kind of just doing stuff to make their point.
I think another thing this show did really well was handling some really deep themes while also keeping the like it's an MCU show, and they were able to keep all the crazy action and fun and like jokes and stuff like that while also weaving in some like really deep thematics and stuff like that. Thematics, that's a sophisticated sounding word.
The whole like Isaiah Bradley thing and his past, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
How they weave it into Sam and his goals, that's pretty cool. It's also seeing how Isaiah like went from being very mad, he didn't want to be acknowledged as Captain America at all, to then being very like happy because he finally gets that acknowledgement. John Walker, a lot of people are saying they like his big like arc, I guess, of being like.
I have a problem with that. I do not like that he got the redemption at the end and the reward.
See, me neither. I don't like that either.
There's some things to be said about that. I can kind of see like how they're trying to do that. Like he did all those wrong things and he still gets rewarded, and it's like supposed to annoy you, but also just from a viewer's perspective, I still don't like that.
I totally agree with you. I'm very happy you said that. It's just gotten on my nerves because it's a character that's designed for you not to like him.
And by the way, that's Kurt Russell's son, right? What's his name?
Wyatt Russell.
Yeah, Wyatt Russell. He was so good. He was very good.
He is incredible in this. The way he's like, we see how he slowly like goes insane, like by like the twitching in his eyes. It's really interesting.
Sam Wilson is now Captain America officially, but I think I'm gonna have trouble referring to that character as Captain America. I feel like Captain America is still Steve Rogers' Captain America, and I'm gonna still think of him as the Falcon.
Joaquin Torres, in the comics at least, takes over the mantle of the Falcon, even though I think that's stupid, because Sam has wings too. He's just Captain America with wings. So we're going to have another guy with wings?
He's like Falcon America.
Exactly.
That's what I'll call him from now on, Falcon America.
I'm pretty sure they're making a Captain America 4.
Huh. I don't know if I like that. It doesn't seem like you can just, I mean, if we're assuming it's going to be with him as Captain America now, I don't know if you can just clump that together with the other three and say it's the same, like, franchise.
Exactly.
I'm a little mixed on the costume. I guess for the TV thing, like, I'm expecting for it to be better once it's into the movies, but I feel like it's kind of similar to, like, the Avengers Captain America one. I'm expecting them to improve it, but I'm not saying it's terrible. I wanted to talk about Zemo a little bit. I liked his presence in there. I thought it was a little weird how he just kind of showed up, like, was it the third episode when he came in?
I think so. Yeah.
And then he left for the end too. It seemed kind of weird how he just showed up and then left and didn't stick around for the ending. But also, the thing that bothered me the most about him is that he's somehow like super rich now, which seems to like defeat the whole purpose if he was just like a guy whose family was killed and then he wanted revenge and it came up with all this stuff. I feel like that takes away from his character a little bit.
That's what made him so special in Civil War. He was just a dude with a dead family. Now he's a rich guy. It just takes away.
I think he is like that in the comics, I think, but I still don't like that. Oh, the other thing is Bucky. If you've noticed, we haven't really talked about him that much in this review. And that's because I think for the majority of this in the middle, they kind of forget about him. Like at the beginning, you get all that stuff with him with the like therapist, and there's that flashback, and we learn that he killed that guy's son, and they come back to that at the end. But in between, they kind of just forget about all that stuff. And they focus a lot more on Sam, which kind of makes sense. But it's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I feel like there's much more Falcon than Winter Soldier in this.
One of the last scenes, when Val was talking to John's wife, and she was like saying, I helped Zemo blow up that truck.
Oh yeah, that lady. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Who was she? Does anyone know?
I think. Are you familiar with the Thunderbolts?
I have heard of the Thunderbolts. What is it?
They're a group of like anti-heroes. So I think she's going to be assembling the Thunderbolts. She's going to round up a group of like anti-heroes, like U.S. Agent Zemo.
Oh, because he's got the super serum now.
Yeah. Possibly Agatha Harkness. What about Ghost? Maybe her? Abomination? It's being speculated. It is.
That feels right to me. I like that. I like that theory.
We need to talk about Sharon Carter and that post-credit scene. So, she's like the power broker. Maybe. I don't think she's the power broker. She never explicitly said, I'm the power broker. I'm pretty sure she got snapped. I think this takes place 5 months after that, after everyone came back. So, it's either she became like the big crime leader of a very criminal city in 2 years, or she did it in 5 months. Which doesn't seem right, does it? So I think that she's not the power broker. But back in Civil War, after she went on the run to Madripoor, she was confronted by the real power broker. You want to know who the real power broker is?
I would love to know who the real power broker is.
It's Arnim Zola.
What? Isn't he like a computer now?
Exactly. Comic accurate. He's in like a human robot suit.
You're just coming up with all these theories yourself?
One about the Thunderbolts was popular.
Oh, that's a theory that people have been circulating.
Yeah. Remember when it said like power broker is always watching? How's he always watching? Is it because of the security cameras that Arnim Zola, since he's a computer, he can see it all? So he brought on Sharon Carter as like a human to help him with stuff.
How much time do you spend coming up with MCU theories?
I dream about these theories.
They're good theories. They're very detailed. All right, then I think we're done. Once again, sorry this is late. It's probably no one's gonna watch this now, but that's okay. We promised we'd make the video, so here it is. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.